Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel DIY with Nsi. So in today's DIY tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this trendy turban headband. So the first thing I did was to go ahead and cut out these three pieces of fabric. So for this part, the length is 17 inches and the width is 7 inches. I did the same thing for these two. It has the length of 17 inches by width of 7 inches. Then the smallest piece of fabric has a length of 11 inches by 3 inches. So the first step is to fold the fabric like so and then take it over to my machine and stitch it down using half of an inch. I'll do the same thing for all three pieces of this fabric. We are done stitching this using half of an inch, and the next step will be to turn it over to the right side. So I'm quickly going to do this so we can move on to the next step. So for this bigger one, I'm able to make use of my hand, but you can decide to use a pen or a scissors or a turner to turn this over to the right side. Okay, so this is it. I've gone ahead to turn this out to the right side, and this is what it now looks like. So I'm going to take this over and press this, making sure that my seam line is at the center. Alright, so I have gone ahead to press this and this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to do is to insert my elastic band into the smallest piece of fabric. So what I'll do is just to use my safety pin and pass the elastic through the loop like so. Then I'll go ahead and use a pin to secure this so that my elastic doesn't go into the fabric. So I'm going to pin this down and then I'll pull my safety pin out of the material. So this is basically what it looks like. I'll have to take this over to my machine and then stitch this down using half of an inch on both sides. So after I have gone ahead to stitch this down, you're going to take your main fabric and fold it into two like so. After folding it into two, you take the elastic band, place it in the middle like you see me do here, and then fold the fabric over like you see me do in the video, exactly as seen. And then you take this to the machine and stitch it down using half of an inch, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take this to my machine and stitch it down and bring it back so we can see what it looks like. So I've gone ahead to stitch this down and I have turned it over and this is what it looks like. We have that neat finishing on it. So after attaching the elastic to this part of the fabric, the next step will be to take the second big part of the fabric and pass it through the other one like you see me do in the video. So once you are done doing this, you're basically having your turban. You see it's already taking shape. The next thing would be to move the ruffles away from the edge and then take the elastic part and place it on the center of the fabric. And then you cover it like you did in the first part. So the same thing we did on the first part is the same thing we'll be doing on the second part. So after covering this, you take this now to your machine and sew it down using half of an inch. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead to sew this down using half of an inch and I'll go ahead to turn this over to hide the rough edges. Okay, so this is it. It's just as simple as it. By the time you turn this over, this is basically what you have. This is your turban headband. This is the finishing touch. This is a free size except for kids, okay? So this is a very simple DIY tutorial that you can use to make your own trendy turban headband from the comfort of your home. I hope you did find this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my next video. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.